Hello, welcome one, welcome all to the Landhammer stream. It's, what is it? Oh yeah, Tuesday night. We got through Monday, now we got through Tuesday. And, we're working on our CCIE track, doing some more IGMP. This may be the last IGMP section I do for a while. But I got a little juicy little lab for you today. And it's one that I was actually working on. You all interrupted my study tonight. I was working on this lab, but then you know, 7 o'clock came around, but that's okay. But I'm just going to keep on working on this lab. But yeah, I got a couple of updates here. This, of course, is a BFR. If you saw the announcement from SpaceX last night, I actually watched it this morning, and it was very moving, to be honest. Like, the fact that a billionaire is investing in this, wants to take some artists, bought seats to go around the moon and bought them for artists. So if you're an artist, hey, hit them up. You never know. I think there's 6 to 8 seats. You could do a flyby. Really cool though announcement and cool image there. Hey, we got a sub, site of origin. 2 months. Thank you for the 2-month sub, site of origin. I really appreciate it. And keep up the grind, bud. I will, man. We are day 289, and we're approaching day 300. I don't know. We ought to do something special for like day 300. But yeah, thank you for the support. I really appreciate it, and we will keep on keeping on here in the Landhammer stream. Yeah, thanks again for that tier 1 sub. So yeah, we're talking about some EVE upgrade. Now, I'm going to do this. Yeah, good bits, man. All good bits, all the way. We should send good bits to the moon. We should figure out a way to do that on the BFR. That'd be awesome. Yeah, so we are... Now, last night I got a little distracted. Now, I'd be farther along in my multicast. I'd probably be done. Except last night in the Discord, Redfish popped in the chat, and he's like, hey, guys, just so you know, we've got an EVE upgrade, EVE Pro upgrade out there. I'm like, what? Okay, cool. We just had one, which was 7.0. And then he let us know 7.7 is out. I was like, okay, I got to go check it out. I streamed the last EVE Pro upgrade, and it took like over an hour. This one took 5. I did not stream it. It only took like 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. And the upgrade was up and running. It was working. It's great. I'm going to go over that as part of a separate video. I'm not going to do that right on the stream tonight. I want to make that like separate content that I upload to YouTube. But I will go over some of those. I've got a lab running now, Igp Proxy Scenario, that I'm going to, I'll kind of go over a few as I go along. But yeah, still grinding on networklessons.com. And this is the last multicast. I had time yesterday or earlier after work to finish this, and now I'm working on IGMP Proxy, and I'm like, I got to lab this because this is from networklessons.com, so this is not my lab, right? But I'm just going to kind of walk through it because I want to understand really well, how this works. I mean, we're talking like satellite links. It's going to be kind of interesting. Then we'll go over the trivia question for tomorrow, a couple of meat chunks, and we'll be done with the vlog. But let's talk about this IGP Proxy Scenario. So this, of course, is running. We are running EVE. I think it's 27077. There's the latest version, just came out yesterday, and we got some cool new features here. But what our scenario is here is we've got this server wants to send multicast traffic to this host. And as we know, this host has to join. We could have multiple hosts here, but just for simplicity, this host has to send IGMP join message upstream. And then we're going to have R3 is going to have a rendezvous point, which is this router. And then we're going to have a PIM router here. We're going to have the sender here. And we're going to immediately send this traffic. The trick is, though, this looks normal. But where we need IGMP proxy is the fact that, let's suppose this link here is unidirectional. Let's say it's like a satellite link. As we know, sometimes satellite links, you know, it's as amazing download capabilities if you're a client, but uploading is a whole different story. So in this case, we're just going to say this is really like R1 is going to upload to satellite, and then it's going to transmit it to this router here, downstream, router 2. But router 2 is not going to have the ability to send back across this link. So that's tricky, right? Because we want to send a join message from router 2 to router 1, but we have to configure it in such a way that it knows that, hey, you know, I can send this way, but I cannot receive, or router 1 can send this way, but I cannot send anything to router 1 on this satellite link. So we'll use another link, a back channel, right? So we want basically igmp message to go this way, and router 1 to be smart enough to know, okay, that's fine, but you know what? When I send the multicast traffic, when I beam the signal, like the video or whatever, I'm going to go over the satellite link back down. That's where an igmp proxy comes into play. That's a good example of one. So again, this is from networklessons.com. If you want to see the details, you want to see the configuration, you want to see, actually there's a video. I'm going to post this on Instagram a little later. I think this is it. Renee has like a 20-minute or 30-minute video where he goes over how this works and actually shows you the configuration, has a bunch of drawings. So anyway, I'm just going to kind of step through it and see how these configurations work because I've never used them before. So that's what we're doing, the proxy. And I'm going to have the network lessons on the side. I'm obviously not going to show that on stream. If you want to check out this lesson and many others, go to networklessons.com. It's a great deal, I think. All right, let me close this. Okay, I did something here different. All right, this is a new feature of the Igp Pro software, but let me check something here, folks. Let's log back in. So I'm going to go Igp. Okay, lab's already running. Notice it's HTTPS, folks. That is one change. Everything is now HTTPS. You know what I did here is admin Eve login. Let me log out because what I did is I think I had to run an errand and I put the lab in sleep mode. Like the PC went to sleep and then I woke it back up. That's not always a good idea with lab software. I don't care what you're running. So we may have, okay, it looks like it's recovered. I just had to log out and log back in. That's cool. All right, so this initial setup, which is okay. I've already got the configurations pasted. What I've noticed, this is a little bit of a bug here, but when you first open a window, and this was in the previous version as well, until the console gets moving, you can't move this window. But there's some really cool things. Like now you can, this is new in the Pro version, you can open this in an external window now, which is huge. I mean, I'm not actually going to do that much because I like how this works, but that's what we're going to do here. This is host. We need server 1. Yeah. Oh, by the way, so another feature, you no longer have to load some sort of plugin to do copy paste. This is actually even a little buggy before with the plugin. That's the wrong interface, by the way. I need to change this. Interface 01 shut. My interfaces are a little different. Let's move this here. And we're going to say 0, 0. Yeah, this copy paste works well now. Even better than before. So this is cool. You can hide all and then bring them back. That is, so man, a lot of UI enhancements to the HTML5 desktop, which is now definitely going to be my go-to. See, that takes a second. We're going to grab, this is router 1. So what we're doing on router 1, multicast routing. Let's see if those interfaces line up here. There we go. Oh, another huge thing. You can now click anywhere to switch windows. Before you had to click on this title bar. That is now fixed, which is huge. I did change I don't normally change icons, but I don't normally care about that stuff. But anyway, that's running. So this is going to be GI01. Okay, the unidirectional link is going to be GI01 in this case. So that's going to be 2. This is going to be 1. Can I peel that off? Split. I don't know if I can or not. I'm still learning. By the way, today, man, we got into some serious, not me, but I'm sure someone else did some serious coding and did a live session with VS Code. Actually, I downloaded Visual Studio, the full version. That thing is a monster. And I'll probably be loading it here on the Mac. So I have an MSDN license. And so I can download the Mac version as well. And I don't know, I may load that here on stream. It's a monster. Not as quick to load, of course, but man, so many capabilities. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to say, yeah, R1. Calling this the backlink, right? And then what we're going to do in order to emulate this satellite link unidirectional, what we're going to do is we put an access list here so that we cannot receive any traffic inbound. So that is going to emulate a unidirectional link. That's our satellite hookup. I'm going to say unidirectional link satellite. Deny everything in. Again, not my lab. This is from Renee Molinar and his awesome network lessons material, right? Okay, and then that should configure, yeah, our internet, our back channel link, satellite link. Let's go to R2. And R2 is going to be our 2.2.2.2 is our loopback. Okay, so this is our RP. That's really what router 2 is here for, right? See, this is cool. I can boom, 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 boom. That works great, man. Good job, Redfish. Excellent work. I did ask him if this is going to be included in community, and just as disclaimer here, like, there were no strings attached at all, but they just voluntarily, the Eve team, obviously that's, you know, I'm sure this helps them, but they gave me a temporary, like, license for the Pro version. So that's how I have Pro, but I'm sure that once I get again into serious labbing, I will be purchasing this as well once my trial is over. Let's see, conf t. Yeah, so this is going to be our RP rendezvous point router for multicast, which it would make sense. No matter how many hosts you have out here and other routers, the downstream router on the satellite link would make sense to be your rendezvous point, right? For your star comma Gs. Show is in the house. Good to see you, man. Show you've been putting out some good stuff, my friend. Great to have you on stream here. Hope all is well. I was just reading your tweet about reading, and I'm glad you said that because I think you're speaking for a lot of people, myself included. Sometimes I don't consider myself to be a fast reader either. And I often have to reread things multiple times. I'm telling you, these last two IGMP lessons, that's why I'm labbing them, because I'm reading them and it's just not sinking in. Like the IGP proxy and the IGP or the multicast boundary lessons, I'm like, I can read this all day long. I'm just not getting the principle, you know. I need to check these interfaces on router 2. Those are probably wrong. Yeah, let me double check that. Okay, gotcha, man. Drive safe. Okay, GI01. Okay, our unidirectional link. Satellite. This should be GI01. Yeah. And then backlink is GI02, and this should be GI00, I believe. Yep. Okay, I'm going to default these bad boys. Default interface. Can I do a range? I don't think I can. I can. I always forget whether I can actually do that. Okay, that's good. We're good there. Router 3, we're going to go back. No. And check these interfaces here. GI00, GI01. .23.3 is going this way. 23.3 is 00. So that's 00. That is 01. Okay, we're going to copy this. Okay, this is not auto RP, I guess. This is static RP, which is fine. See the pay. I don't know if I don't know if I did this on stream yesterday. But like I would copy router 2. NORT RID. Ospf process 1 failed to allocate unique router ID and cannot start. Well, why is that? Show run section Ospf. Is there a typo in this lab? Shopview protocol Ospf. Router ID 0000. Do I not have a loopback here? So it should have just, so that's weird. I don't think I've seen that before. Let's look at that error again. OSPF4 NORT RID. OSPF process 1 failed to allocate unique router ID and cannot start. So why is that? Is that because... Oh, these are administratively down. Ah, okay. It has no address to use. Interesting. Because I defaulted those interfaces? No shit. I better check the other ones. Well, now I'll know. If I ever see that in the real world, I'll know why that is. Okay, we have our RP tunnel, so that's good. Show IP interface brief. Oh, these are down too. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I get it. Okay, now we got business. Server 1. Okay, why do I have 00 and 01? Okay, I think I know why. Default interface GI01. Okay, let's check router 1. Check our interface again real quick. Show IP interface. 01, 02, 00. Aha, okay. Sup, my man, mentors. I was looking to stream while eating dinner. Good to see you, lab and some igmp. Yeah, man. I think this is it, mentors. This is, as a matter of fact, folks, let's just show you on the screen. Woohoo! Multicast igmp proxy. Don't get me wrong. I've really enjoyed igmp layer 2. And as a matter of fact, you know, I have already labbed in the INE Advanced Technologies workbook. I've labbed half the multicast section. And there was igmp in there, but not as thorough as this. So when I'm looking forward to getting to the layer 3 multicast PIM, because I have such a much better understanding of igmp versions and how it works at layer 2. So learning is fun, guys. Is it not? We get to learn stuff. All right, so going back to these interfaces, let me make sure I have these right here. Okay. Router 1 is not right. Interface GI 02 and 01. I'm so a geek, man. Geek life. 00, 01, 02, 00. Ah, okay. This should be 00. That's the problem. Geek life. Default interface GI 00, and then interface GI 00. No shut. That's GI 02. This is backhaul. And I pasted in the wrong router, did I not? T. All right, let's go back to router 1. Start over. Yeah, screwed up. Default interface GI 03. Okay, 00, 1.254, that's right. Uh, 01. My gosh. 00. 01 should be 12.1. 02 should be 21.1. That's correct. Okay, what doesn't it like? Default interface range GI0, 0 through 3. Okay, you happy now? Interface GI0, 0, no shut. All right. We got Ospf. So we're going to use Ospf to distribute these routes down between router 1 and router 3 and these links so that everybody, Ospf is going to be our routing protocol so that we know where everyone is. All right, let's check router 2. Show IP interface brief. Okay, 0 is facing router 3, 192.168.23.2. That is right. GI01, our satellite link, is 12.2. That's right. Our backhaul link, GI02, should be 21.2, and it is. And GI03 should be defaulted. Default interface GI03. Okay, router 3. It should just have two interfaces, which are GI00, 23.3, that's right. And then GI01, which is 192.168.3. Okay, and then we have a tunnel interface. All right, so we're good there. Last but not least is our host. Hostess with the most. Let's go to write these. And I realize that I'm like putting all the configuration in from the beginning, like the whole solution, but that's okay. I'm not like going to walk through every step of the lab. I'm just going to look at what is described. Okay, that might be my fault. I thought I copied this. I did not. Okay, I got ahead of myself. Hey, mentors. I just want to play our boy This Plus That and his great streams of vlogging. Guys, if you have not... So, I'm going to link it later. Mentors brings up a good point. This is a meat chunk of the day. This is This Plus That. So, I've known him. He actually found our Discord. I was in a different Discord, the Cisco Study Group Discord, and which is a quieter kind of chill, you know, kind of hangout Discord. And I found him in there, and I found that he was streaming. Like, This Plus That, Aaron, it was the third person besides myself. He would be the second other person I had ever seen streaming networking labs on Twitch. Dimitri was the first. This Plus That was the second. I was like, wow. And this is before he got his CCNA certification, right? He was working on that. And I thought, wow. And he was actually doing voice integration with Discord, which I had not tried yet. I ended up trying that, having seen him do it. And I was like, oh, wow, this is cool. Here's somebody else. And now he has started a 100-day journey as well, blogging. And this blog link here, if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to him on YouTube. He's got a very Casey Neistat style. It's really cool. I like his content. His first video rocks. So check it out. And then, yeah, definitely come join us on our Discord if you're not there already. There's the link. That's where we chum around, man. That's where we hang out. And that's where all the, like, synergy is. Okay, host. Now, his host is called what? Again, you see this little delay here. H1. Okay, H1. All right, since this guy's a host, we're just setting up like a PC, right? And he's got a default gateway. All right, we're going to write this. I'm actually going to save this lab for posterity. All right, that one wrote. He's still booting. Man, this interface is so much better after the upgrade. I love this HTML5 console. Oh, it doesn't have no IP domain lookup. That's good. That's okay. Okay, we're going to save this lab real quick. Actually, we're just going to save the startup configs. Oh, does it say? Let me check this. This is... I should remember to check this. This is kind of a verification of whether you're going to be able to save or not. R2. Did I not save R2s? R2D2? All right, this is just my lab. Trying to catch up here. More actions. Export all configs. Yeah. Let's just hide him. Starting export. I think we can check in here. Host config exported, S1, R2, okay. Looks like maybe everyone but R2. Starting export. Okay, there we go. Failed to lock lab. Oh, yeah, something's up with R2. I think. No, he's good. Okay, so let's go over our proxy. There's a couple of commands that are needed here so that R2 knows that he needs to send the join message. He knows that router 2 can send traffic. He receives traffic from router 1 here. But he needs to know to send, he's going to proxy over this interface. So let's look at that configuration. Let's see. Is this your new computer, still your Mac? This is my Mac. Yeah, I got a new Windows 10 PC for work. You know, I work remote full time, and I have like another station over here to my left with 2 different monitors. That is my workstation. So I keep them separate. But yeah. Which, by the way, I had to send it back because I found out that, I don't know if I've gone over this before on stream or not, but there's a version, there's an implementation of Windows. The licensing is different now, man. It's not Windows is not what it used to be. You know, I used to work on like deploying Windows workstations throughout the enterprise, right? But now you've got this LTSB option, long-term servicing branch, which you're kind of locked into. So they imaged my Windows 10 laptop with LTSB, which means I can't do any major upgrades to it. And now Windows does these updates now, like Windows April 2018, they do these sort of incremental builds of Windows. I don't even know what you call them. They're like major updates. I don't want to say service packs, but like to be able to run the Linux subsystem on Windows 10, which is awesome, you have to have this. Well, I could not install this because I'm locked into LTSB. So I have to send that one back. I'm back on Windows 7, my old laptop, and they are working on, they're going to re-image it. Redstone, Windows 10. Is that what it's called? I'm impressed, though. In fact, there was a tweet today saying that they have resolved. There's now like a Ubuntu. You can run Ubuntu on Windows 10 in Hyper-V with like there's a three-click installation, and then you can RDP into it. It's slick. Yeah, for Windows builds. Yeah. I mean, I like it. I'm not criticizing it because it's different and not what I'm used to. I'm just saying that I think it's much smarter now, the way they're distributing updates. Also, I was told by our help desk folks that, at least with the Enterprise Edition, I'm not sure if this is all editions, but you basically have to run Windows updates. Like, you don't have a choice. If you don't allow it to run, like after 30 days or however many days it is, like it's going to go ahead and update and reboot. Like they're ensuring, which I think is great. It's such an attack vector. Windows 10 operating system is that these days, man, you got to err on the side of caution for sure. All right, so let's look at these router configurations. What we want to be able to do, let's just make sure this works. So server 1 should be able to ping or to send multicast traffic to this host, and the traffic should traverse the satellite link. So let's do show IP igmp. What's the command here? Groups. Ooh, he's not joined. Okay. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. Show run interface GI01. I'll bet the interface is wrong. Oh, I put router 1 over here, I think. I sure did. Oops. Yes, updates are auto. However, there are some tweaks to turn off, yet I do not advise. I'm sure there are. You know, I'm picking what packages I want to install, such as Defender. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I've noticed on, obviously, you know, I mean, I have MSDN license. Like I can install, I have a license to install Windows 10. Like at will, if I wanted to, right? But I want to be compliant with the corporate policy because at some point they would know and they would probably reprimand me in so many words. But yeah, the corporate image is pretty good. They don't have a lot of that. It's junk. Plus, we have our own, you know, software for security. But yeah, Windows Defender, man, that was a piece of junk. Default interface GI01. I'm just going to do this. There we go. So now we should have. Now we should be able to join. We'll give it a second. I've noticed that multicast mapping takes a while on this image. Like when you do a show Ip Pim mapping, it takes a long time to run. So let's just make sure show IP interface brief, ping 192.168.1.102. Is that it? Let's look at router 1 here. Okay, when I clicked on this, okay, 1.254, ping 192.168.1.101. Okay, we're good there. We should be able to ping the other side of this interface. Ping 192.168.23.1. Ah, okay, we've got an issue here, I think. All right, router 1. This backhaul link is wrong in from the lesson, I think. Okay, so the J0221, okay. Ping 192.168.21.1. Okay, that works. I should not be able to ping 12.1. That's the other end of the satellite link. Yep, unreachable. But I should be able to ping it from here. 192.168. Actually, technically, I can't because the response won't come back. And that's okay. There's not really a way to test this, is there? Oh, we could test layer 2. Show CDP. Yeah, layer 2 should work. It does. Only layer 3 does not work because of the access list. Okay. So GI01, 001, we have connectivity there. All right. So now let's check on host 1 again, see if he's joined. Not yet. Okay. Let's continue checking interfaces here. I did have a problem here, I think. Show IP interface brief. Show CDP neighbor. What can I do here? Include IP. 23.3. So I should be able to ping that. And I can. Okay. And show IP interface brief. 3.1. We check our layers, right? Make sure, look, we're kind of checking layer 1, 2, and 3 right now. So this guy host is 1.254. Oh, the interface is down. Hello. That's the problem. That's why we do this check, so we don't spend an hour on the lab to realize we can't ping an interface. 3.101. Boom. There we go. All right, now let's see if we get our igmp group. Yes, we do. Awesome. All right. Let's see. There's Wireshark C package. Yes, here is. Do we dare go down that rabbit hole? Yes, it was just the interface. Yep, that was it, man. Hopefully this works, because I'm pulling this right straight from like networklessons.com. Like, it's interesting. I really like this about the network lessons. So they have at the bottom where you can just pick, like he's showing you the interface or the configurations, and you can copy paste if you want to do your own lab, which is really cool. So, all right, we've got everything in there. Now let's look at how this works. We cannot ping this way or that way. We've already verified the unidirectional link. Let's just verify that we're actually sending traffic across this link and not the other link. So let's go to the server, S1. Hide all these. And let's ping 239.1.1.1. This works kind of weird in this virtual environment, I've noticed. Let's see if yeah, 239.1.1.1. All right, we got a little work to do here. Let's see. All right, let's review our configuration, router by router. So, multicast routing should be on. Show IP. Show Ip Pim Mapping. Oh yeah, we can do this. Neighbor. Okay, this may work different. Show IP brief. Show run interface GI01. Okay, yeah, this is running Pim. Okay. Yeah, we're missing something here. Show run interface GI02. That got left off. I don't think that is here. So let's look at our config again for router 1. Huh, how did this get left out? Backlink. Okay, that's right. Pim dense mode on GI00 and GI01, but not on GI02. Yeah, that doesn't look right. I think it needs to be interface GI02, IP Pim dense mode. That's our problem. Yep, okay. It doesn't need to be on the interface facing the server. Show run interface GI 00. Yeah. No Ip Pim dense. Okay. Show Ip Pim. Show IP igmp. That's fine. Show Ip Pim. Okay, so let's see now. Show IP mroute. There we go. All right, so here's where we can see the incoming interface says null. Star comma G 239111. Outgoing null. All right, let's check this. Okay, so we're missing some stuff. Show run interface GI02. Ah, yeah. So we don't have our, I thought this was in here already, but it's not. So what we have to do is say IP, what's actually on 01, do show run interface GI01. Okay, it is. So notice here, IP igmp unidirectional link. So that's going to tell, that's going to tell him that he can send traffic this way, but he's not going to get IGMP requests this way, right? All right, show Ip Pim interface. Does it show that in the details? GI01. Okay, packets in out, Pim enabled, version 2, mode dense, Pim DR the system. Hello packets in, none, and hello packets out, 43. That's what we expect. Okay, it doesn't really tell me there. Okay. And it says there should be a default route. There is. So there's a default route going that way, right? So ping 239111. Repeat 20. Just seeing if we are able to ping yet. Doesn't look like we are. Okay. We'll continue looking down the line here. Let's go to router 2. Okay, I'm not sure why the host became the active window. Let's close all these other windows. All right, show run interface GI01. Here we have the command, right? IP igmp unidirectional link. This should be sparse mode. Okay, and unidirectional link, show, run, interface jazz01. Okay, both are sparse mode now. This is IP IGMP unidirectional link. Okay, I thought this was already in the configuration. It's not. But show IP interface brief. Okay, we have a loopback. But we need to go ahead and configure proxy. So this is the proxy configuration that we're missing. Because what would happen otherwise, right, is that this join message is most likely going to be sent I don't think router 1 because the interface is up. I wonder if R2 would try to send the join message. L0. (23.2, 12.2, 21.2, 222.2). Okay. Show IP mroute. Oh yeah, the RPF. That would fail, wouldn't it? That's our problem, right? That's why we need the proxy. So let's say if R1 sends the traffic over Jazz01, we don't have a route back that way that is valid. So the RPF check would fail. That's why we need the proxy, right? What's happening to R1? I don't know. So let's go back to R2. Let's finish configuring the proxy configuration. We're going to go to interface Jazz0. See, the interfaces are different. Show run interface Jazz01. Okay, we got unidirectional link. We've got sparse mode. Okay, so on the interface going this way, this is where we have to say Ip Pim sparse mode as well. And IP IGMP mroute proxy L0. And then we have to configure L0 to act as a proxy interface. Ip Pim sparse mode. IP IGMP proxy service. And IP IGMP helper. UDL GI01. Okay. So the requests are going to come into loopback 0. And then loopback 0 knows that there's a unidirectional link that way. So we basically need to send to an upstream router that is connected to this interface. Not on this interface, but we do need to use another path to get to that router. That's what this command does. igmp helper. It's not very intuitive, is it? So it says we want to configure a static RP address. Ip Pim RP address 2.2.2.2. Okay, that is there. And then a static route. Oh, we don't have it. Show run route. Sorry. IP route 192.168.1.0. 21.1. Okay, I think what that is saying is to get to that router, you're going to have to use this interface. This is your outgoing interface, not this one. This is not an easy configuration to build, right? But there are use cases for this, obviously. Definitely are use cases for this. Like I can imagine, for example, a routing scheme where you have, let's say you have an undersea cable connection, you know, and this is USA, Europe. Then you have satellite links. And you have in Europe this neighborhood router, and let's say you have 1,000 customers, right? So you want to sparingly use this backhaul link. But what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, we have these subscribers, and we want them to subscribe all to 239.1.1.1 video feed, right? So we're going to establish that. We're going to let R1 know that we want that traffic, but we're going to let him know via the undersea cable. But we want him to send all that traffic over the satellite, right? Obviously, this is one server and one host, but just think about scaling it to thousands. Looks very strange, right? First look, but obviously it's something that I'm sure has important use cases. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt anyway, that it does. Okay, and then on router 3, we're just going to put sparse mode. It may already have it. Okay, so now let's look at our host. Let's test. And here's the command I was looking for. Stop saying guacamole. You're making me hungry. Eve. Show IP igmp interface GI01. That's what I was looking for. All right. IGP is enabled. Version 2. Query interval 60 seconds. Timeout is 120. 2 joins, 0 leaves. Multicast designated. Okay, I ran this before. 21.1. Multicast group is joined by the system number of users. 2 to 4, 0, 1, 40. Let's look at 0, 2. No multicast groups joined on the system. Okay. Show IP igmp groups. There's 239.111. Okay. And last reporter was 12.2, which I think is going to be him. And the interface is GI01, which we want. Nice. So it looks like the proxy function is working. Let's go to the server and do that ping again. No pings yet. Okay, there's something going on here. Okay, yeah, this should be saying, let's see, show IP interface brief. IGP querying routers 192.168.1.254. Here's our IGMP multi-directional link multicast routing enabled. Yeah, something's not right. GI00. Ping 192.168.1.101. That all looks correct, but the querying router is incorrect. .21.1. Yeah, that's not right. Let me shut down interface. And then bring it back up. Querying route is 192.168.21.1. See if he can ping it. Probably not. Let's go to... Oh, we get a response here. Okay, it works from here, so that's good. Why can S1 not ping? Show run interface 0, 0. Am I missing a route? Default gateway. Yeah, ping 192.168.1. How about ping 224.0.1.40? Okay, it's just not pinging multicast addresses, I don't think. Oh, here's a cool command. Router 2. Okay, that's a little annoying. It keeps throwing me to the wrong window. Like, I'll click R2. Yeah, something's going on here. Come on, R2. Come on, R2. Oh, check that out. Show IP igmp UDLR. 192.168.12.2. Okay. That's cool. Okay, on router 1, let's do show IP mroute 239.111. There we go. Oh, we want to see which interface it's using. Trace route. Okay, this has two interfaces though. This should only be, let's capture. Let's capture GI02. Oh, sorry, missed. Proxy makes sense. I would love to work in a data center ISP. Me too, man. Technically, I do work some in a data center. I think my lab's just running a little slow. It doesn't like the fact that the PC went to sleep and then I just woke it back up. I think that's the issue here. So it's starting to get a little bogged down. There we go. Yeah, it's running a little slow. I'm just going to need to restart the lab. Did not like that at all. Okay, let's actually capture router 2 and GI02. Wow, it's almost 8:14. Time flies when you're having fun in the lab, I tell you. Okay, so we got our captures. Now let's do our ping. Yeah, they are coming this way. I expect the replies to come back. Yeah, I think it's using ECMP, actually. because if we do show IP mroute, this should only be using GI01. All right, folks. Well, this is the configuration as far as I know. I'm going to go back and do a little troubleshooting. I do need to take a break, though, because I need to reboot the lab, save the configs, restart, and then I need to make a video here soon on EvenG Pro updates. And I'll get back on this tomorrow. Why don't we do that? Let me go real quick the trivia answer from yesterday. The NAT order of operations. The day before we did inside to outside. What is the NAT order of operations from outside to inside? So let's see if we can recall those. Let's see if IPsec check input access list, decrypt, check input access list, input accounting, redirect web cache. Then we do, this is what is different between whether you're going inside to outside or outside to inside, right? With inside to outside, we do our routing first, then we NAT. With outside to inside NAT, we NAT first. So we NAT outside to inside, then we route. Policy routing, let's see, this is where it gets a little fuzzy. I think from there we do crypto map, then we check input access list, oh sorry, output. Then we do, let's see, inspect, TCP. Oh, we check our CBAC, encrypt, and then queuing. QEUEING. All right, let's see how we did. I want to pull up the written drills. This is available, of course, out on GitHub. If IPsec, check input access list, decrypt, input access list, input rate limits. Input rate limits. Input accounting, redirect to web cache, NAT outside to inside, policy routing crypto map, check output access list, inspect CBAC. TCP intercept, yeah. Encryption and queuing. Well, that was close. That was very close. For tomorrow, what are these 4 steps and the message types for IPv4 DHCP request or obtaining a client to obtain an IPv4 DHCP address, right? Via DHCP. So think about the packet types that are sent between client and server, whether unicast, broadcast, etc. And we'll go over that tomorrow. All right, try to do them in your head. If not, you can Google them. 2 meat chunks. One is, this is new. We finally have an official Evolving Technologies guide that you can pre-order. It's not available yet. Cisco Press, Jason Gooley, and others. I think there are 4 authors. It looks like it'll be available on Safari Books. So I'm glad to see that. We've had Nick Russo's unofficial Evolving Technologies guide, which has been great. It definitely did not cover all the areas that they were throwing at you in the written. I can attest to that. So maybe this will cover more areas. I'm going to be keenly interested in this when it comes out and what it's going to have in there. So, because I did poorly this last written exam. And that's all I got, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for the subs, the follows, all the chats. Wish everybody, the best in their studies or labs for the rest of the night and tomorrow. We'll be back here tomorrow, grinding again. Day, 290? And we'll be working on the next thing, which is going to be WAN circuits and Metro E and stuff like that. So, looking forward to that. And I am going to reboot this lab off stream, and I'm going to go ahead and work on that video on the new Igp Pro features for 7.7. I'm going to post those tonight as well. And then we shall see you back here tomorrow. And I'll let you know how this went with the rest of this lab. We'll see you back here tomorrow, sending you good bits across the expanse. And we'll see you back here tomorrow on the LAN Tamer stream. Have a good night, folks.